Warm greetings from the Gambia and welcome to another edition of the Changemaker Show, the show that creates the platform where young people from different walks of life come together to discuss about issues that are confronting and hindering their development, as well as paving the way to discuss as to some of the tangible solutions that could be used to address their problems. When you're talking about basic and secondary education in the Gambia, there are few schools that would come to your mind. Why? Because they were one of the few schools that first came into existence in the Gambia. You talk about Amite Senior Secondary School, you talk about St. Augustine Senior, you talk about Gambia Senior, as well as St. Joseph Senior Secondary School. And today, this is a students' forum where we will be discussing about issues affecting the development of students, as well as trying to see how best we can address them. And that is why we brought together the GAMSENS. Of course, this is an initiative that came about as a result of a problem that occurred years ago, but thank God that now we have the GAMSENS, and without wasting much time, I just want to take this opportunity to introduce the various school representatives. On my right, I have Jibril Job, who is representing St. Augustine Senior Secondary School. And of course, on my left, I have Salu Jallo, who is representing Gambia Senior Secondary School. And of course, on the audience, I have Ida Faisala, who is representing St. Joseph Senior Secondary School. They are not here today because they're not used to being with guys. And whenever a guy enters their school, they shout, "Uyghur." So we're just trying to save them. Anyway, I just want to thank all of you who made it here today, and I am Abdullah Baji. Without wasting much time, I just want to start with Jibril. Jibril, you're a student of St. Augustine's, and of course we do say that St. Joseph's, Gambia High, and St. Augustine's are close-door neighbors, and that is why nowadays we have what we call the GAMSENS, which started as the GAMSENS reconciliation. Perhaps you'd just like to tell us how cordial, or how would you describe the relationship between Gambia High and St. Augustine's?
Thank you very much, Baji, and greetings to everybody. The relationship between the Gambia Senior Secondary School and our school, our sister school, St. Joseph's, I would describe as a smooth one. Even recently, the Gambia Senior Secondary School held a drama presentation in our school to sensitize us on discipline and the role of students in national development and other things. So I think that is like a manifestation that between these schools,
that there is a very cordial relationship between the schools.
Yes.
So on your own part, you would say that the relationship between Gambia Senior Secondary, St. Joseph's, and St. Augustine's is smooth, very cordial.
Yes.
Salu, your take on that?
Yeah. Just to add on what he was saying, like Gambia Senior Secondary School and St. Joseph Senior Secondary School. Initially, when I usually come to Banjul before being enrolled in Gambia Senior Secondary School, it was very difficult, in fact, for me to know that these are two separate schools. It is later on I find out that they are two separate schools. Now, conflict that occurs between two schools, you cannot eradicate that for the simple fact that we are neighbors.
And there's always competition.
Always fight.
Yeah.
Even the tongue and the teeth fight.
Yes,
so you don't expect St. Augustine to be having conflict with Nusrat because they are far more away from each other. Okay. So Gambia Senior Secondary School, despite all those conflicts that are taking place between them and St. Augustine, we still friends. Okay. If you are in the campus of Gambia Senior Secondary School, for example, you can go there during break time. You think that St. Augustine students comes to Gambia Senior Secondary School for break.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
That shows you the cordial relationship that exists between the two schools. And you see their movement outside the school, like after school, you see a Gambia High student boy hanging on a girl from St. Joseph. You just say that they don't...
That will bring me to my next question. Because someone was complaining the last time. He said, "Boy, Baji, your son do is sensitive boy, and they began your soon chepe Gambia High. Nakala."
So what happened is that I don't know whether the St. Augustine boys are restricted from having an access to the St. Augustine girls. Now, what happened is that there was a time when I was asking a guy, it's like, "Boy, we don't allow students to enter in our campus during lesson time."
Yeah.
He said, "Do you think that they are case?" You see, so maybe they have that access.
Yeah,
in
but
the
like,
school.
but simply, I just want to believe that is just about the relationship,
That's the
cordial
relationship, exactly,
that
yes.
you have. Either you from St. Joseph's, either Faisala, wow, the girl with the two surnames. You from St. Joseph's, and of course, since you came to the school, you heard of the Gamsins family. You have St. Augustine, St. Joseph's, and of course, perhaps you'd just like to tell us from your own point of view as a student of St. Joseph's, how would you perceive this relationship?
I think the relationship is very strong because the relationship between Gamsens cannot be emphasized. I have a friend, or I can even call her a sister. She's in Gambia High, and then we are like one. So, which means that if I have a twin sister in Gambia High and I am in St. Joseph, then it means it's like the two schools are the same. The only difference we can say is the uniform.
Okay.
But then we are all getting the same thing from the different schools.
Well, that is very, very important to note. Of course, it's very good to know that at least there is this very good relationship between the school and the unfortunate event that occurred. I mean, the event that led to the Gamsen's reconciliation has surpassed, and then everything is now normal, and the three schools are strong. Or should we just say it is one school, and that is Gamsen Senior Secondary School, which is of course very good. An issue that I want us to table out, an issue that I want us to discuss is the issue of examination malpractice. The grade 9s are about to sit to their grade 9 exams. The grade 12s are about to sit for their worst grade 12 exams. And an issue that is always emphasized all the time is examination malpractice. We've seen students being caught spying, which is definitely not good for the reputation of their various schools. Perhaps, Jibril Job, you would like to shed more light on the issue of examination malpractice at the worst level.
Examination malpractice, there are so many issues and so many factors that lead to these things. For some of the students, it's because they want an easy pass.
They don't burn the midnight candle.
No, they don't burn the midnight candle. For some others, maybe it's because of examination phobia. Some it's peer pressure and influence. But recently, there is this thing from science and technology that abates examination malpractice, which is the issue of mobile phones.
Yes, IT.
Yes, there are a lot of issues about mobile phones being smuggled into classrooms and then receiving text messages, for, sending you answers and all those things.
And some people use the Google. The internet.
Yeah, the internet.
Okay.
And
so basically, like what you're trying to say is there are a whole lot of issues, that could be linked to the issue of examination malpractice. Just as you mentioned, some students don't study. You did talk about the examination phobia. As well as some of the students entirely depending on others to be able to do certain things, which you outlined, and I believe are very much important. Sado, you want to throw some light on the issue of examination malpractice and how you think this problem could be coped?
Adding on what he have just mentioned, Baji, you see, I would start with saying success cannot be achieved through using a shortcut. There is no shortcut for success. And a success that is realized through shortcut will not last long. Like a student, I cannot blame the parents for them being cheated in classrooms. Because your parent did not prepare you from day one to go to school, giving you lunch, giving you transport every day, to go and steal. They have already created the conducive environment for you. You go into this class, take your lesson, and you have your library. Now, education has developed. If you talk to those who acquired early education, and you see, compare the opportunities that they had and the ones that we have, you see the difference. You have libraries, you have access to the internet. These tools has their advantage, they have their disadvantages. So depending on how we use them. If you use that Google that you've just mentioned here, imagine if you have been using the Google outside before coming to the examination, you find out solutions to your problem and solve it before you get into the classroom. So you don't expect that Google to help you pass your examination inside the room. So what I will, in short note, what I will tell the students, you don't pass your examination during examination day. But rather, our vice principal used to say that you pass your examination, your grade 12, when you are in grade 10.
Definitely.
So if you are going to pass, according to him, pass honorably or you fail honorably. So the only way you pass honorably is to work hard. You don't expect to sleep the entire night while others are sitting reading the entire night, and at the same time you sit in one place. Even if the examiners fail to detect you, sometimes, my friend, you can Google something and get wrong answer and write it down.
That is definitely